And I have also joining us, on this broadcast, Atul Bhatkalkar of the BJP and MLA. Just to put the story in perspective, Swapnil, Riaz Qazi is part of Sachin Waze's team. Was seen with Sachin Waze, almost a sidekick, seen with Sachin Waze in all of the operations. In fact, even when he came to arrest Arnab, he was there. He was almost there everywhere, wherever Sachin Waze went, he was there. Now, why it's more significant this afternoon is also because he's a serving Mumbai police officer. He was recently transferred. Atul Bhatkalkar, is that correct? He was recently transferred. I remember I read that order. He was recently transferred, so he's a serving officer, which makes it even more serious. Atul Bhatkalkar.
Definitely, it is very serious, and NIA's investigation is going on very systematically and in very right direction. Now they arrested Riaz Qazi, but Riaz Qazi, Sachin Waze are small pawns in this whole conspiracy. All of these officers, masters, was sitting in the CP office. And so in my personal opinion or guess, now next logical steps for NIA to arrest Pradeep Sharma and Paramveer Singh. Because directly under the neck of Paramveer Singh, this all conspiracy was taking place, and so Paramveer Singh should be taken to the task again, and also why Pradeep Sharma, though he is retired and he contested election from the Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello. Yeah.
We can hear you, Mr. Bhatkalkar. Go ahead.
Yeah. So why Pradeep Sharma went to several times to the CP office? He had no business to go to the CP office. Now he is a common citizen. So logical arrest should be Pradeep Sharma also.
Let me tell you, I'm a little also surprised, but I'm happy you said it. Swapnil, until recently, some people were asking the BJP, why you shielding Paramveer Singh? I'm happy Atul Bhatkalkar said that whoever the bosses were, whoever conspired, co-conspired, should also be arrested. I'm happy with whatever Atul Bhatkalkar is saying, because an investigation has also begun, Swapnil. But I think the wheels of justice are moving fast. When it rains, it pours. It's coming down like a ton of bricks on those who conspired. Swapnil.
Yes, absolutely, Niranjan. There is no question about it. The defamation case is trounced. Then the chapter proceedings are trounced. Then hopefully even the TRP scam investigation will be completely washed away, simply because the investigation itself was perverse. So on that ground itself, the courts are empowered to quash that investigation, and hopefully I should see that coming. Now, as far as coming to this case is concerned, Niranjan, there is no question. I'm just a little bit surprised that it's only 204 IPC, that is destruction of evidence, that is, the charge against Mr. Riaz Qazi. There has to be something more as well. There have to be more charges. Criminal conspiracy, abetment, even possibly murder, because if he possibly knew that why these number plates are being changed, and if he knew, if the NIA can link the fact that, Mansukh Hiren was called, and if you remember that when Sachin Waze returned from Thana to Bhaikhala and went to the Dongri police station, he called up Riaz Qazi that send me back my mobile phone, which was the alibi that he had concocted. So obviously, I would be a little surprised if Riaz Qazi did not know that why that mobile phone was going to be with him for some time, and then he would return to Bhaikhala and then call for it. So if he was in the knowledge of it, then there is no question that he was aware that possibly an encounter was going to take place of Mr. Mansukh Hiren. So I hope that the links are established, and further, I'm sure NIA is being a professional agency, and they're treading a very cautious step before levying charges. But 204 seems to be very less in my opinion. But I would give that benefit of doubt to NIA that more and more should come along. And then, of course, escalate it to the higher-ups that if they can show the link to Mr. Paramveer Singh on the acts of commission or omission, or even Pradeep Sharma for that matter, then obviously, those will also be in the dock as far as this is concerned. But what I am most interested in, Niranjan, apart from all these things, is that how is it that something of this nature can take place in a financial capital, in Mumbai city, when the Mumbai police, which is such a glorious force, which it's how did it succumb so much? That is the most important question that I would ask as a common citizen, being a Mumbaikar myself. And I'm very happy that Mr. Bharambe and Mr. Nagrale have come out with that report, which which Chavan played a couple of days earlier, which showed that we were opposing the induction of Sachin Vaze and all of those things. So the Mumbai police is doing the cleaning up, which is exactly what I would have expected to do, and it obviously went ahead and quashed the chapter proceedings itself on its own, so that you guys did not have to go to the court. So this is something which I'm very happy about, and this is exactly what I would expect out of the Mumbai police, because it needs to maintain that reputation of being the #1 police force in the country. Because if in Mumbai there is no law and justice or on order, even if it gets tainted a tad bit, Niranjan, you are a Mumbaiker yourself, having worked in Mumbai since such a long time. So, obviously you know how much of that weightage is carrying across the country, that Mumbai police, and, the fact that it's an example in the way the splendid job that they've done in COVID. So obviously, barring these 2-3 aberrations, this should take place one after the other. And I'm glad that the NIA is doing its job very, very professionally, and we are seeing results coming out, which is exactly what I would have wanted any central agency to do. So the aspersion that is cast on BJP, that it is shielding X and Y, doesn't hold much of water, because we would want to see the results. And yes, if we see that, some sort of a deal is struck and all that, then I would not appreciate that fact at all. And as far as last point, Riaz Qazi turning approver, before you turn an approver, you need to be arrested. Now, once he's arrested, then he can tell the court that, look, I'm going to spill the beans and I'll sing like a canary. And then the court under 306 of CRPC can grant him a pardon if he wants. And possibly reduce his sentence, say, from 5 years to 2 years, saying that you've helped the court in achieving justice. Now, that being the case, that is something which it would be, imperative, simply because you also, being a police officer and a serving police officer, as you rightly pointed out, cannot interfere in the administration of justice by destroying evidence. And of course, other things like conspiracy and abetment, which I'm sure should be levied, because I would be extremely surprised if that's all he did is, shunt out number plates and stuff like that. That seems too pithy as far as I am concerned.
Yeah. And it's, let me tell you, as far as, when we saw those pictures of the destruction of evidence, when you saw those videos, Atul Bhatkalkar, a few weeks back, I remember it was a Sunday, a little after 3 p.m., Vaze was taken out. I don't know whether there'll be any surprises today, but, I can tell you 2 weeks back, when they took him, 2 or 3 weeks back, I remember, when they took Vaze to that Mahim, to a river, that Miti river in Bandra Kurla complex, and suddenly all hell broke loose, and we were wondering, where were all these computers and hard disks and CCTV DVRs and everything being, being fished out of, right? Can you imagine the extent of destruction of evidence that has happened possibly in this particular case, Atul Bhatkalkar? I mean, it's mind-boggling in a city like Mumbai. Swapnil was just saying, in a city like Mumbai, for you to destroy that kind of an evidence while serving in the police, and yesterday Hari Salve's interview just played out some time back, and he's sitting in London. The whole world is watching what's happening in India's financial capital. While all of this was happening, the extent of the rot, and it's just the tip of the iceberg. We're just on the tip of the iceberg, Atul Bhatkalkar.
Definitely, it is just tip of the iceberg, and not only destruction of evidence took place at CP office. On very day when Anil Deshmukh resigned and Mumbai High Court ordered CBI inquiry, that day I tweeted that CBI should take custody of Anil Deshmukh's office, because I know for sure they are trying to destroy the evidence of their papers, of transfer, SMS they are trying to delete, and so destruction of evidence took place at Mantralaya also and official residence of Anil Deshmukh also. Even many other ministries of state government, there are Vazes. They are playing big role. They are taking crores of rupees for transfer. MHADA, SRA, RTO, and so destruction of evidence is taking place all over Mantralaya and all official residence of many ministers. And so CBI and all other agencies should look into that aspect also.
Yeah. I'll take one last word from Swapnil. Swapnil, what do you see happening next? What do you see happening next in the case, Swapnil? Because, Pradeep Sharma has been called. Paramveer Singh the investigation has begun. That's the state investigation. We don't know how this is going to go. But certainly this is just the beginning.
Yes, there's no question. It's just the beginning. And, obviously Mr. Singh and Mr. Sharma both will be in the dock soon if the chains link. And if they form part of that whole chain, that Vazeh was not just acting on his own accord, obviously, and that the people above him knew, and he had not just turned rogue. So obviously, that being the case, we definitely hope to see the two of them if the links are established. Now, one more thing, Niranjan, is that you noticed that the application of the highest police officer in the Bombay High Court was dismissed by the highest judicial officer, that is the Chief Justice. Now, as you rightly pointed out, that it doesn't bode well at all if the police is caught destroying evidence. My point is a much larger point also than that, Niranjan, is that it doesn't bode well at all. To me, it is a matter of food for thought. One has to reflect a lot on the fact that when the two, that is the highest police officer, has to have that sort of a trust reposed in him by the highest judicial officer of the state, that is the Chief Justice, rather than have it, rather than when making an application, the application gets dismissed. Now that is something which is a real cause for concern. Because, those two, one is an enforcer of the law and one is an interpreter of the law. So the interpreter of the law must have that implicit trust in that enforcer of the law, which was found lacking here simply because of the actions of the enforcer of the law, or possibly the perception of the enforcer of the law, which was found lacking, apart from just the technical aspect of not having approached the magistrate first and all of those things, because normally the High Court has plenary powers to entertain those kind of applications, and there are several judgments to that effect. But here I'm sure that some sort of that perception was there in the mind of the High Court, and rightfully so, because of the antecedents of the highest police officer, or the action, or what you say, maybe acts of commission or omission. So this is something which is a real cause for concern, and I'm sure that if Mr. Singh were to hear this, he would also agree with me on this himself, that yes, somewhere, this is something which, he ought to have sort of thought about it a little bit more. But then, of course, he can challenge his transfers, and he can, he's possibly going to appeal, against the probe that's against him, initiated by the Maharashtra government, which is fully within his powers to do so. But other than that, this is my only concern, where I felt that this is something which in the city of Mumbai, the state's highest court, and it's one of the premier high courts of the country, where, as far as the police officer is concerned, because you normally see the high courts giving a lot of credence and value attached to any application by the police, the commissioner. That is something which we've seen so far as, as being part of the legal fraternity. It's seldom that it sort of gets shunted.
I want to speak over a few pictures, Swapnil and Atul Bhatkalkar, and we'll take those pictures full frame, right? And just watch how the story unfolds. I want to show first the visuals of how close this man who was arrested today was with Sachin Vazeh. He was so close, he was literally sidekick. He was Vazeh's number 2 in the crime branch. Another assistant police inspector still serving was recently moved out. I'll show the pictures full frame pictures of him going to arrest Arnab on that day. And just imagine, he had absolutely the crime branch, Sachin Vazeh or Riaz Qazi had nothing to do with the case when they went to arrest Arnab. But they were handpicked and sent to arrest Arnab. Handpicked. Right? That's him. That's Riazuddin Qazi. Riazuddin Qazi who also assaulted Arnab on that day, right? Riaz Qazi is so close, and we confronted him on the road. And he was there. He acted like a thug. See that visual? I was there. I was confronting Sachin Vazeh and Riazuddin Qazi. They were acting like thugs. They stopped our car. They thought they ruled Mumbai. I remember each and every frame of that day. They stopped us from moving. That was Riaz Qazi flanking Sachin Vazeh throughout. If you have a TV set in front of you, you'll see that. Let's play that visual once again of him stopping us on the road. He was there when, yeah, that's the visual. He was there, and he was called to the NIA several times. We'll play the visuals of him being called to the NIA several times. There are visuals of him, and he's gone there at least 7 or 8 times. 8, I think it's much more. If I'm not wrong, it could be up to 10 times that he's been summoned by the NIA, questioned, examined. He's spent at least over 100 hours. Reminded of the hours because that's also how long approximately and on an average every Republic employee was questioned. And I want to show that picture now, that graphic of the team of Sachin Waze. The team. And look at this picture, and I'll end with this one picture. Swapnil and Atul, look at this picture. I want to talk over these pictures. And we'll cue it from the beginning. Look at every officer in this. I just want to introduce them. That's Team Sachin Waze and Team Parambir Singh, who are awarded. They held certificates in their hand. They were awarded. And this morning I read a headline. I was forwarded rather. I didn't read the headline because I don't read that newspaper, about what really happened. This is the head of the crime branch, Shashank Sandbor. He was the ACP. I think he still is the ACP. This is Parambir Singh, who's under investigation. It starts from Parambir Singh. Sachin Waze, arrested by the NIA. And there's Kotwal, Santosh Kotwal, under investigation. The same, that's the TRP team. The CIU, Riaz Qazi, arrested by the NIA today. And then there is Nitin Londe, who's also being examined, who's under scanner, being investigated. I just wanted to end with that one picture. I wanted to end with that one picture because the story, I think, falls into perspective, bit by bit, part by part, and how it's all falling apart. We've always been saying here on Republic TV that the truth will win, and we know that the truth is winning. Atul and Swapnil, I'll thank you on that note. I think we're still in the beginning of this investigation, and we have a long way to go. A long way to go. It hasn't even been 1 month since Sachin Waze. Atul, you wanted to say something? Yeah, Atul, you wanted to say something. Go ahead.
So you called it is a Team Waze. It is not Team Waze. It is a gang of Waze. And it is a gang of Wazepur. Earlier there is a picture, gang of Wazepur, but now it is a gang of Wazepur.
I'll leave it at that. Swapnil, you want to end, Swapnil?
Yeah.
You want to say something?
I just wanted to say that this picture should be shown when you argue your TRP case next, along with the report that is there today that the BARC employees were threatened or had given 30 lakhs to Mr. Waze, an allegation made by the Enforcement Directorate or a charge put up by the Enforcement Directorate. And this picture more so rather than the 30 lakh thing by the Enforcement Directorate talk, this picture showing that 2 out of the 3 people have already been arrested. One is being questioned and the other one is also being questioned. So the value of the TRP investigation itself, don't need to say anything further than that. That's where you should end and rest your case. I think, the judges being the constitutional sentinels that they are and, the very erudite people, they will easily know what you're trying to say and what needs to be the result.
Yeah. And we've all been in Mumbai, and we know about the Mumbai police, and a few of them brought such disrepute to the Mumbai police, and we'll leave it at that because we trust the Mumbai police now, and we'll leave it at that. We'll take a short break and let's see where the story goes. Atul Bhatkalkar and Swapnil Kothari, thank you for joining us on this part of the broadcast. Handing it back to you.